It's my team, bitches RDM. Real life, it's my family, I cannot pretend. I swear you can feel the difference when they genuine. Calling you bro right before they try to do you in. I gotta ride around with it, oh God, wouldn't want it at the top if I couldn't bring my team. No, RDM with your side. You know the vibe. Big head split roll out with me lighter. Bad gal, I'm on me like. Come baby, talk to me nice. Ooh la 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 la.
What's up? What is good? We are back. I'm not even gonna say back on this one, but we are back. Today we are watching Dumb Ways to Die. So many dumb ways to die. If y'all ever played that game on the phone, let me know. That was a good ass game, low key. But shout out to the homie. I cannot recommend your name. I mean, I can't like pronounce your YouTube channel name. That shit is complicated. My fault, G. But it's the same guy who recommended the Dragon Ball Daquan Wiltshire series. Can't be mad at that because we already knew who Daquan Wiltshire was. So that was like, bang bang. That was a perfect fit. I ain't never see this one though. He recommended this one. So y'all mean we gonna get done part 1 today, part 2 sometime this week, and part 3 sometime next week probably. Without further ado, let's fucking get it going.
When Charles Darwin developed his theory of evolution, he discovered animals bred selectively. So the strongest and fittest of the species were more likely to mate and pass on their DNA.
Of course.
Darwin called this natural selection. But every day, people do stuff so stupid, they actually die. And so no longer have the ability to pass their DNA to future generations. Long after he died, the Darwin Awards were created as a tongue-in-cheek way to remember those people who have removed themselves from humanity through their own stupidity. Coming up are the 20 dumbest of the dumb Darwin Award winners.
Listen, I don't want to sit here and shit on people, but yo, my green screen though, that shit look hot. I'm gonna fix my room up so I can have my green screen perfect, dog. I swear to God. But yo, some people just do dumb shit. I'm one of them. But like,
number 20,
y'all get
Live Wire. When inmate Michael Godwin had his death penalty commuted to a life sentence, he was grateful to be able to walk away from death row. But it seems that karma had other plans. One night in 1989, he discovered the television in his cell was broken, and deciding to fix it himself, embarked on a little DIY. Foolishly, he thought it would be a great idea to use his teeth instead of a wire cutter.
Ooh, I hate people who use their teeth for a lot of shit. I hate people who use their teeth for a lot of shit. Like if people, the motherfuckers who can open, like the beer jar. Oh my God, that shit. I'm about to start crying thinking about it.
Live wire, he electrocuted himself, not helped by the fact that he was sitting on a metal toilet at the time. Godwin may have escaped the electric chair,
but he gave himself the
destiny was intent on seeing him die by electrocution.
I mean,
number 19,
he got put on that electric shitter.
AIRHEAD. When a Brazilian farmer discovered a beehive on his property in 2002, he knew precisely 2 things.
Okay.
Bees can sting, and they need to be removed with fire. No one knows why he decided that fire was his best option. All we do know is that he fashioned a makeshift helmet from a plastic bag to save himself from both the smoke and the bee stings. But besides all his careful...
Did I hear that right? This man put a plastic bag over his head to prevent from the smoke, but the bee stings? Now hold on, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I'm pretty sure if I got a plastic bag on my head, and if a bee comes at like a certain speed and hits that bag, who's to say it's not gonna push the bag and it's gonna still...
Planning, he didn't bother to think that he might have to breathe, and failed to poke air holes into the plastic bag.
Let me know.
When he didn't return home, his wife set out to find him and soon discovered him suffocated beneath the beehive. He was untouched by the bees, though. Number 18.
Good job.
Chimney grenade. One afternoon in 2000...
I'm not even gonna pause it after this one. I already know. It literally said it itself. Fucking... This man threw a grenade in a chimney.
Marco decided to clean the chimney in his workshop, but when he tried to use a simple broom, he realized it was too small for the job. Clearly, he had to improvise. He decided what he needed was a chain to pull the broom through the chimney and a heavy object to weigh it down. Looking in his workshop, he thought he'd found the perfect thing, a grenade. All he had to do now was weld it to the broom and chain. Except he failed to think about what could happen as he switched on his welding equipment. As soon as the flame met the grenade, it blew.
Stay in school, kids.
The chimney, however, was left completely untouched by the blast. Number 17.
Stay in school.
Behind enema lines. Texas shop owner Michael was an alcoholic.
See, I didn't know what an enema was at first. When I was I guess when I was younger, I didn't know what an enema was. Why? Who would know what one is when they're, like, young? I don't like where this is going.
But not an ordinary one. Due to a painful throat condition, he couldn't drink through his mouth. This meant he had to find other ways to consume his liquor, and his wife said he soon became addicted to enemas. This popular method is far more dangerous, as alcohol is absorbed directly through the capillaries in the rectum. So,
Let me break it down to what he meant to say. You're putting liquor in your ass, and I'm pretty sure it does, like, your asshole or your ass cavity does something to it. It absorbs the liquor, so your ass get drunk, literally.
one night he wanted to get blind drunk and decided the only way to do it was to pour 100 fluid ounces of sherry up his rear end. What he didn't know was that after he passed out, the alcohol kept absorbing and he was dead by the morning. The toxicology report stated he had a blood alcohol level of 0.47%, meaning he'd pretty much embalmed himself. Number 16. Parking brake fail. When we're constantly...
Can you imagine putting something up your ass? I can't. We're going to just stay with this. We're going to keep it going.
reminded to recycle, plastic bags can be a source of annoyance.
It
So
can.
when a 58-year-old Australian woman was driving to the grocery store and thought she'd forgotten her plastic bags, she promptly stopped her car to check the trunk. If only she was more worried about her parking than she was about her grocery bags, she would have remembered to put the handbrake on. As she checked the trunk, the car began rolling backwards, crushing her to death. Somehow she managed to run herself over. Number 15. Irresponsible. A Romanian man in 2002 decided he would skip checking the local train schedules and instead deduce if the train was coming through the power of his own ear.
Y'all, I'm not even gonna hold. I thought this was gonna be like something going in his ear. Oh, nope.
Lying on the
We
railway
good, though.
line, he pressed his ears to the tracks to hear if the train was approaching. Clearly his hearing wasn't all he thought it was, because he never heard it coming. He was
Really?
hit by an oncoming express train and died immediately. Number 14.
But the motherfucker deaf.
Lava La Vida Loca. Don't you just hate it
These
when your
names,
lava
though.
lamp doesn't heat up quickly enough? Well, 20...
Yo, crazy part is, I want a lava lamp. Hold on, I gotta pay attention now. Hold up, cause I low key want a lava lamp, and fuck that, I ain't going out like this.
4-year-old Philip did. After plugging in his lava lamp and waiting a few minutes, he was disappointed to see that nothing was happening. Eager to get it working, he decided to speed up the process by placing it on a hot stove. But with the contents of the lava lamp only being designed to withstand temperatures of up to 40 degrees, it quickly overheated and exploded. Poor Philip was killed when the glass from the lamp shattered and penetrated his heart. Not so groovy. Number 13. Under pressure. Two bored
Literally.
comrades in a Romanian aluminum factory decided to have some fun with an air hose actually used for industrial machinery. When blowing dust off their clothes became boring, they cranked things up a notch and decided to remove their clothes entirely. Things quickly moved below the belt when one of the guys decided he was going to see what happened when he pumped 6 bars of atmospheric pressure into his anus.
What's up? We are back. Literally, this video got cut short. We are now close to nighttime. Well, we are at nighttime. And now I'm picking back the video back up. I forgot I wasn't, whatever. We're not gonna get into why, whatever. But we are back, so let's get it. Dumbest ways to die. Well, why am I?
Atmospheric pressure into his anus. Not only did he break employment regulations, but he also broke right through his intestinal tract, and he died within minutes from severe
I remember where we left
internal
off.
hemorrhaging. Number 12.
Number
Danger
12.
Zone.
Shit
In
probably hurt.
2017, two United States Navy pilots got a little too carried away with Top Gun when they decided to completely abandon safety regulations to perform daredevilish stunts. Reaching astonishing speeds while flying as low as 210 feet, a good 300 feet below their minimum permitted altitude, things were bound to take a downward turn as they swapped controls back and forth. Descending too low and slow, one of the pilots traded off controls to his co-pilot, but it was too late. The T-45C Goshawk crashed before they could safely eject themselves. Instructing pilot...
That's the definition of natural selection. Let's do tricks on an airplane we're not supposed to really be doing at a distance we're not supposed to really be doing this at.
Lieutenant Birch was fond of the phrase, there are old pilots and there are bold pilots. He failed to mention that there are also outrageously dumb ones. Number 11,
Just dumb.
Cruise control. The fastest human can run over 27 miles per
Usain
hour,
Bolt, baby.
but that's only after accelerating during a run-up. A Dutch teenager in 2004 thought he could do better than that and get close to that speed straight away. In a bid to impress his friends, he set his car to cruise control at 20 miles per hour and told them he was going to jump out and run alongside the car before jumping back in and driving away.
I ain't gonna lie, some people do that, but the car's not usually going 20 miles per hour. The car's usually going probably like 5 at that. But, yeah, I mean, you got some dumbasses.
But his shocked friends could only look on as he stepped out the moving car and immediately smashed his head on the tarmac. He died the following day.
I bet.
Number 10.
I don't even feel bad.
Treasure hunt. Described as the world's largest treasure hunt, the geocaching app allows people to follow online clues and find small treasure boxes, known as geocaches, hidden in their area. Sounds like harmless fun until someone decides to head down a flooded waterway in search of trinkets. When meteorologists warned the Czech Republic of impending rainstorms, most people paid attention. But not this group of geocachers who thought it would be clever to climb into an underground waterworks tunnel. Although 2 members of the group survived, 2 others were swept away, with 1 young man still reported missing. Number 9.
Shit
Dying
happens.
for a smoke. Nobody likes long bus journeys. They're cramped and boring, not to mention you're basically sharing a tin can with dozens of strangers in their farts.
Definitely.
One Scottish woman especially hated the idea of spending 12 hours stuck on a coach from Glasgow to London without a cigarette. Passengers reported that she grew increasingly agitated and watched in horror as she began throwing herself at the passenger door. The bus was traveling at 60 miles per hour when she tumbled out into the road before falling under the wheels of the bus. Smoking really does kill. Number 8.
She was just trying. Yeah, I mean, I smoke, but it ain't that bad to the point if I'm on a bus ride, I gotta like, oh my God, I gotta smoke. Like yo, Tony. I gotta smoke, Tony. I don't know nobody named Tony, so don't hold me to that.
Footrest. Most people go to the movies to see the drama unfold on the screen, not beside them. When a local man booked tickets in the VIP area of the cinema complex, he was hoping for a good time. What he got instead was a ticket to the Darwin Awards.
Oh yeah.
After dropping his phone beneath his seat, he tried to retrieve it, only to get his head wedged inside the footrest.
Hell.
If this wasn't bad enough, he then suffered a cardiac arrest and died in hospital. Number 7.
Wait.
Victor.
I ain't gonna lie, that one could have been worse. Somebody could have sat down on the chair. Maybe I'm just thinking on like some paranormal. I don't know. How do you die like that though? Like, what the fuck do they even put on like obituary card? Jackass?
Victoria Falls. 50-year-old Michael was a clever man. Not only was he a college headmaster, he was also a respected geography lecturer on the conferences circuit. While on a trip to the Victoria Falls Bridge, he was happily taking photos of his girlfriend when he dropped his glasses over the edge. Thinking he wouldn't be able to enjoy the view of the glorious Victoria Falls without them, he tried to retrieve them.
I heard about this story actually, and this guy, he's a dickhead. I don't. You see natural selection at its finest.
Only to fall 40 feet to his death. Number 6. Killer Whalebone. This historic entry into the Darwin Awards sees another clever man, founding father of the USA, Gouverneur Morris, come to an untimely end through an eye-watering DIY medical procedure. When Morris began suffering from a blockage in his urethra, he took matters into his own hands. Inserting a whalebone into his urethra, all he managed to do was give himself a deadly infection.
What's up with... What's up with people sticking shit in their ass?
He died November 6th, 1816, probably feeling pretty silly. Number 5.
That and a lot of other things.
58-year-old Clifford Jones was driving without a seatbelt. He was also driving without pants. When a regular drive just wasn't interesting enough, he decided to watch a bit of adult content.
At least he was doing what I thought he was doing. At least he was doing what I thought he was doing.
On his phone and have some fun. If only he'd kept his hands on the wheel. With the blood rushing away from his head, he grew increasingly distracted and lost control of his car. As it crashed, he hurtled through the sunroof and died on impact.
Y'all think the phone didn't shut off or break when he crashed? And whoever went to go see was he alright heard like whatever the fuck he was watching?
Number 4.
I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Posing with a grenade. Faking a smile, posing with angry animals, posing with a primed grenade. All things people will do for attention online. Yes, you heard me right. In 2017, Alexander Sasha Chechik from Russia pulled the pin out of a hand grenade while in his car and posted photographs of himself holding it to his girlfriend, probably as a way to show off his balls of brainless steel. A source who spoke to the Russian news service reporting the incident said, the guy didn't manage to insert the hand grenade pin back in. The pin is the safety mechanism. It's the lever on the side of the firing mechanism that activates the grenade when released. However, it's still not worth risking it by removing the pin. Police categorized his death as an accident and not suicide, as they believed he thought it wouldn't explode as long as he didn't throw it. Number 3. Bear selfie. Prabhu Bhattara from In His Way Home.
Here's just a PSA to anybody who's thinking about doing some dumb shit. If you're not 100% sure that whatever you're about to fuck with is what you're about to like fuck with, it's not gonna like act no different way, then go for it. If you know it's not gonna act no different, then go for it. If you know, if this motherfucker thought he knew, there's a difference between thinking you know and then knowing something.
Home from a
I don't
wedding
feel
when he
bad.
spotted a black bear. Seeing this as a great photo opportunity, he got close to the bear and attempted to take a selfie with it. As he did, the bear mauled him. He died shortly after due to his injuries. My advice, stay far away from bears.
Yeah.
They may be cute, but if you photograph them at an angle that makes them look fat, it's game over.
Facts.
Number 2. Sawing into a grenade. 2 pathologists
I
at
was
a
gonna make a
German
joke, but I'm not
symposium
gonna do
dinner
it.
told the tale of a man who stumbled across a World War II grenade.
Oh, my.
Instead of staying well clear, he wanted to open it up to see how it worked. Back home, he placed it inside a vise and tried to saw it perfectly in half. The saw detonated the grenade and the man died from a fatal hit.
If something is meant to explode, that just gave me chills on how much of a dumbass he is.
Head injury. Upon post-mortem, it was discovered there was very little brain matter left inside his skull, although the 2 pathologists joked that there couldn't have been much to start with.
Facts.
Before we get to our number 1 dumbest Darwin award, here are a few honorable mentions.
Okay.
There's this man who planked on a tiger.
R.I.P.
There's no way he walked away from that one. Then there's this guy who bit a tiger's tail.
R.I.P.
Is that the same guy? Poor tiger. Oh, and this woman who got something stuck in her handgun.
No comment.
Nice. Okay, so back to the final award in our countdown. Number 1, Smokin' Hot.
Let's get
Gary
it.
Banning from North Carolina was at his friend's house when he spotted a mysterious jar of tasty-looking liquid. Assuming it was hot sauce and without bothering to check, he flipped off the lid and started to drink it. But he soon discovered it wasn't hot sauce at all, but a jar of gasoline. The shock of chugging gasoline was
Let me know in what world gasoline and hot sauce look alike.
too much for Gary, so he spat it out, then tried to calm down with a cigarette. As soon as he lit it, he caught fire and died the next day from his injuries. So which of these Darwin Award winners
Dumbass.
do you think is the dumbest? Let me know in the
Y'all, no cap. When this shit, when he got all the colors on the screen, bro, tell me my background don't look dope as fuck.
comments.
I don't know what else to say. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that one. That was the first time I ever had to cut a video in half and do it again. Well, not do it again, but pick it back up later on that day. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. That was embarrassingly dumb ways people die. Darwin Awards winner. Darwin Award winners part 1. Goddamn, that's a mouthful. No pause. No pause at all. I'm out. We gonna get obviously part 2 out the way probably sometime this week. I got a lot of gaming content coming soon. Goddamn. I'm out. I'll see y'all tomorrow for something exciting. I'm out.